Hello everybody, welcome to the core content lecture. This one will be focusing on weekly halving theory. So getting started, what is weekly halving? Weekly halving allows you to split the week into two halves, making it easier to pinpoint both the high and low of the week. Although there are 5 days within a week, depending on the news within the economic calendar for the week, that will tell you where the half actually is. And the numbers on the screen that represents the days before the half, so the 3 and the 2, that would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday would be the first half, and then Thursday and Friday would be the second half, and then vice versa for 2 and 3. So 2 would be Monday and Tuesday, and then that would split the week into a half, and then 3 would represent Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And this will make a little bit more sense later on. And the logic behind why this works is the high and low of the week rarely form within the same half. So without going back into your charts, just think for a second. When have you ever seen both the high and low of the week form on a Monday or Tuesday? Or both the high or low of the week form on the same day? It almost never happens. The high and low of the week are spread between the week, and if you split the week into a half, like I said, you can easily pinpoint both the high and low of the week. All right, hypothetical. So let's say we are coming into a trading week. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And let's say Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday are the only days with red news folders. So taking that into account, we can see that Thursday and Friday have the most volatility and are the most likely to form the high or low of the week, while Monday and Wednesday are non-news days, so we can expect little volatility, and Tuesday has a red news folder, so we can expect some volatility there. But just looking at what we have presented, we already know there is a high chance that Thursday and Friday will form the high or low of the week, so we can split the week into a half, with Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday being the first half, and then Thursday and Friday being the second half. And keeping that information in mind, if we were in a bullish environment and the narrative was bullish, then we would expect Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday to form the low of the week, and Thursday and Friday to form the high of the week. So in the first half, one of those days has a high probability of forming the low of the week, and in the second half, one of those days has a high probability of forming the high of the week, specifically in a bullish environment. If the narrative was bearish, then it would be vice versa. So you're looking at the red news folders spread across the week, and the days with the most volatility, since they're already likely to form the high or low of the week, you can split the week into a half, and the days that are kind of lackluster, those are the days you can expect the high or low of the week as well. So now changing the script, let's say that Monday and Tuesday had the most volatility, while Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday were sort of lackluster. In a scenario like this, you would expect Monday and Tuesday to form the low of the week, and you would expect Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday to form the high of the week. Keep in mind, in a bullish environment. And I'll say it one more time, since Monday and Tuesday have the most volatility, and typically days with the most volatility are likely to already form the high or low of the week. If we already know there is a high probability that the high or low of the week can form there, for example, in a bullish environment, it would be the low of the week, then the second half of the week should form the high of the week. All right, and now an example. So let's look at a real chart example. As you can see, we have a Monday with a red news folder, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Thursday and Friday have news folders as well. So Thursday and Friday are the most volatile days within the week. So there's a high chance that the high or low of the week will already form within Thursday or Friday. So we can split the week into a half, being Wednesday, Tuesday, and Monday being the first half, while Thursday and Friday are the second half. So keeping that bullish environment in mind, we would like to see Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday form the low of the week, and then Thursday and Friday form the high of the week. And now looking at the chart, looking at the S&P on the 1 hour time frame and the specific week where that news took place, as you can see, Tuesday ended up creating the low of the week, while Friday created the high of the week. So hopefully you all found this one insightful. Good luck and good trading.